Welcome back, UD, to the first episode of UDTV. How about we do a little alphabet game while we host the first episode, Roman? Let's do that.
Blake, I don't want to play the alphabet game.
Coming up first, UDTV welcomes back some new students.
Hello, Mrs. Kowalski. I'm the math coordinator here at the high school. Welcome all students back, 2017. Woo! My advice for you is to stay on top of things. Always do your homework. Ask for help when you need it. Teachers here are super friendly and super willing to give aid whenever necessary. And my other piece of advice would be to get involved. Upper Dublin is amazing in so many aspects. We've got great athletics, we have great clubs, we have great music and theater and art and drama, and just the list goes on and on and on. I know the club fair is coming up, so check it out and get involved. Go Cards.
I'd say enjoy these years since you only got 4 of them. Come out to football games, support, have fun, take school serious so that you can get into a college, so that you can have some more fun, any type of fun that is, and yeah.
Follow the rules.
Don't procrastinate, plan ahead, stay ahead of your work, get it done, because it's just gonna make life so much easier if you do it on time, and that's really it.
Done! Now you have E.
Even if you are excited about the French trip.
Hi, Upper Dublin. We're going on a French trip with the French department. We'll be going to Paris in the south of France, to Aix-en-Provence and Nice. The trip starts June 16th and ends June 25th of 2008, so it's right after school. Students should come on this trip because it's a great opportunity and a great experience to explore the French culture. You'll be able to practice your French as well, and you'll be with some of your favorite French teachers. There's an informational meeting in Madame Jones' room 277 on October 4th at 7 p.m.
Finished that segment. This
Game is getting very old. I hate it.
hate it you do. Let's take a look at Guessing's lunch.
Hi, I'm Mr. Guessing. Today we're going to explore what's in my lunch. Me and my friend Puppy are here. By the way, you'll have a chance to name Puppy later on in this season. Apparently there's going to be a season. First we have apple. This does not look like a good apple. I'm a little concerned. So I brought something. Backup apple. Because if Mr. Schmitz never taught us anything, it's you should always have backup. What else could be in my lunch? Baseball. This was confused for an apple. Not sure why it's in here. We'll just set that there. Here, Puppy, fetch. Banana. Not an apple, but delicious. Didn't used to like bananas, but now I like bananas. Plus, you can always do banana guns. Pew, pew. Napkin. Sandwich of some unknown thing. There's some gray meat in there. I'm sure that's healthy. And finally, orange. You happy you didn't guess what was next? So this is my lunch, Mr. Guessing's lunch. Nothing left. Puppy, fetch. Don't forget, you can name Puppy in our upcoming episode. So tune in for Mr. Guessing's lunch.
Aye, Captain.
Judge Nudis has more.
Our first case today is on the recent ruling of Schoology or Schoology or Schoology as the default school website. Cole's Law is suing Judy Judging. All rise for the National Honorable Society, Judge Nudis.
Court in session.
I accuse the defendant of thinking that Schoology is a social network.
Schoology?
Schoology.
I'm going to unfriend you if you keep talking behind my back like that.
Granted, Schluggy does seem a little bit, first-gen sketchy Facebook, like straight off of Mark Zuckerberg.
The plaintiff is just mad that he doesn't have as many notifications on Schoology as me.
Those are works.
Okay, every online friendship is work.
Oh, God. He keeps bragging about how each person in the school is in his contacts.
Okay, well, I can look up everybody in my school and find out their gender.
And he signs up for classes he doesn't even take.
Okay, you know what? Why are you mad if signing up for private classes is what I'm doing? Private groups want me, okay?
And his Schoology profile picture is him at the beach.
I'm just trying to figure out how to tag myself in them. Look!
Okay.
If Schoology is for school, then why does it look so much like I imagine MySpace did in the 90s?
Do you see what I have to deal with?
Judgment rests.
Before you say that, I'm getting blown up right now, my notifications on Schoology. I think it's a group chat.
This is why I think Google Classroom is better.
Judgment to the defendant on the groups that he can add me, only if you add me into the groups on Schoology.
Okay.
All right then.
Google Classroom was way better.
Oh, so you're an Android user?
Just kidding. I'm not really a judge.
Lose! You can't take 2 letters and your repeated letters go back.
Okay, fine.
Music is up next.
New music!
What's up, UD? I'm Blake Nudis, and welcome to the first Music Friday of the school year. Today I'll be covering everything that you've missed in the past few months. This is your summer rewind. First things first, we got to talk about Taylor Swift. She dropped a few new singles within the last few weeks, and instead of describing them, I'm just going to give you my physical opinion of what they sound like, real quick. All right, now that that's finished, let's get to some new noteworthy releases. First up, we have Tyler, the Creator, who dropped his 4th studio album back in July. It's called Flower Boy. He came back from his smash hit Cherry Bomb in 2015, this time with a little more soul and a little bit more funk influences. Make sure to listen to 911 Mr. Lonely, which he debuted on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, as well as Boredom, which makes it nearly impossible to sit still. Next, our New Zealand princess came back out of a 4-year hiatus this summer. Lorde came back to deliver her sophomore album, Melodrama, back in June. Songs like Green Light, Liability, and Perfect Places have been circulating the internet, the radio, all summer long. It's a nice break from Despacito, right? The album is sure to continuously surge in popularity throughout the fall, so keep your eye out for other songs on the record like The Louvre and Hard Feelings. Now, finally, I have an artist that you may not know about. He's the former lead singer of the indie band Bombay Bicycle Club, who went solo after the band's hiatus in 2015. His real name is Jack Stedman, but he goes under the artist name Mr. Jukes. He released his album God First, his debut album, on June 26th, gaining praise from music critics around the world. The album is a clever combination of jazz, pop, and even electronic music. Jack, while producing the album, traveled to Japan to gather some creative inspiration, and it definitely paid off. When listening, look out for Ruby and Magic. They're my personal favorites, but the entire album rocks, so give it a listen. That's all I have for you today. Until next time, UD.
Over the week, we remembered the attacks of 9/11.
Please watch our tribute video.
It's one of those days for me that just, you know, you breathe in that fresh air and it's just kind of like, oh, life is good, you know. It couldn't get any better. That was kind of my thinking. Having no idea that in a matter of, you know, 30 minutes or so, my life was about to change forever, as was the country and the world.
On Monday, the History Department, with the help of students Stacy Berger and Tori Hoffner, brought in guest speaker Artie Van Wy to describe his experience being in a building just below the World Trade Center on September 11, 2001. This was followed by students each placing a flag on the front lawn in commemoration of the lives lost, changed, and impacted by the horrific attacks.
Question.
Response?
Since we get up early, what did you have for breakfast?
Teriyaki chicken.
Unusual.
Very.
According to a recent study, 31 million Americans skip breakfast. 31 million. You've probably heard the expression, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. But most of you think that breakfast is an unimportant, useless, and trivial meal that could be skipped. But that's not true. Some of you just don't have enough time in the morning to eat breakfast. You should make some time. Wake up 5 minutes earlier and eat a bowl of cereal or have some fruit. Studies show that students who eat breakfast in the morning are twice as more likely to get higher than average grades in school. So we hit the halls to see what UD is eating for breakfast.
What did you eat for breakfast this morning?
I don't eat breakfast. I had pancakes.
Scrambled eggs.
I had orange juice.
A handful of nice raw almonds.
Some milk.
Well, what are you going to do for X?
XC, or cross country, is featured in our next segment.
Today, show your support for Upper Dublin girls tennis team as they take on Hatboro Horsham at 3:30. Another great game to catch is the boys varsity soccer team as they meet up with their division rival, Plymouth Whitemarsh, at home today at 3:30. Check out the girls volleyball team on Friday at 4 p.m. in the main gym as they take on a conference rival, Southerton. Friday night, come out and support your Upper Dublin Cards as they take on Cheltenham on the road. On Saturday, the girls cross-country team will be competing at the Gorge School in Newtown, Pennsylvania, and the boys varsity team will be at the Rose Tree Park in Media. Come out and support our teams. Go UD.
Yet, we reached the end of the show. How many segments until we sign off?
0.
Alphabet game. See you next time on UDTV.
See you next time.
Alphabet game. Alphabet game. Alphabet game. Alphabet game. Alphabet game.